Let's be honest, complaining on how hard life is makes you look like a crybaby, and at the same time, it ruins your potential. So well, sorry to disappoint, there are almost no benefits to complaining. And the sad reality is, most people regularly ruin themselves because of how they keep complaining and whining about life. Of course, I'm not perfect, and it's not like I never complain. But I know a couple of things anyone can do to almost immediately become better at taking what life attacked them with. So let's get it. You probably know the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This saying is true, but in order to truly grow from your experiences, what matters the most is your mindset and your will to improve. As I stated earlier, most people ruin their potential by constantly whining. Complaining is what limits and often even kills the growth you can get from your experiences. I get it, life hurts, but in order to grow, you can't be the person who keeps saying that life hurts. It's really sad that many of us, sometimes even including me, get upset over stuff we can't control, while we could grow so much from peacefully accepting it. What I'm saying now is heavily based on my previous video, which was mostly about stoicism. I'll give you the link on the end screen, so you can watch it after this one. But for now, I'll quickly summarize some of the stuff I said in it. The core of stoicism is that you can't control most of what happens in your life, but you can control your reactions to what happens. You're the one who controls your emotions, your reactions, and your thoughts for the most part. And so whatever happens in your life, it depends only on you how you treat it. And whatever happens in your life can be treated as an occasion to grow. For example, let's say you want to go for a run, but it's raining heavily outside. The rain is outside of your control and it can make your run more stressful. But at the same time, when you calmly accept the fact that it's raining and you can't do much about it, you can easily start treating this rain as something that can improve your resilience and self-discipline. And you can apply it to pretty much anything. Everything that happens to you is a way to improve your resilience, your discipline, and your character, under the condition that you stop whining and accept your circumstances as they are. According to Epictetus' discourses, which are notes taken by his student Arian, Epictetus said that in everything that happens, we are like wrestlers. You, as a wrestler, fight against your obstacles as if they were your opponents, and they are an occasion for you to achieve something great. But in the process, it's inevitable to sweat. This will be hard, but this is how we achieve great things. And I also like looking at it this way. The battles against our obstacles, which are our opponents, are what makes us mentally stronger. When you calmly accept what happens, and when you remain true to yourself and your morality, then you are victorious in these battles. Every inconvenience is an occasion to grow your resilience. Every obstacle is an occasion to become a greater person. And I think many of you knew it already. We grow through discomfort. Also, here's something I like to do. It's laughing. It helps me remain happy, even if the outside circumstances are bad. Why would I complain if I can mock my problems? They aren't stronger than me, and many of them aren't even that scary. It literally makes you look like a movie or a video game character, when you are about to face something tough, but you still laugh, as if it was nothing special. Even though I may sound serious in these videos, I really am not that serious in real life. I like goofing out a bit, and well, I'm not gonna let a little bit of stress make me act like I'm unable to have fun. And if you're having fun watching this video, well, it's only a suggestion, but I think you should subscribe to me, or at least like the video. Appreciate it, thanks a lot. Of course, as I said earlier, I'm not a guru, and I sometimes complain about my life even though I tried not to. I still sometimes limit my growth, and I'm not happy 100% of the time. And to be honest, some of the stuff I talk about I got reminded through writing the script for this video, so well, it's a lesson for me as well. We are all growing. Don't expect yourself to instantly become invincible just by watching this video. This requires practice. Sometimes you will completely forget about what you heard in this video, and other times you may remember it, but still won't be able to implement it. As I said in my previous video, in order to start looking at life this way, I think the best way is to try to think about what you just learned as often as possible. Also, one thing you can copy from me: whenever you feel bad, say to yourself, or perhaps even scream to yourself, "This is how we grow." When I aggressively say this to myself, it just reminds me about all the stuff you heard about in a moment. My videos are for everyone, but here's the part mostly for the fellow Christians watching this. If you don't want to watch it, you can skip to the next timestamp. But still, regardless of your beliefs, you may learn something. Everything that happens to you is an occasion to grow your faith and an occasion to do something for the glory of God. He gave us control over how we feel, and He gave us infinite growth potential. I believe that God is the one who gives us our inconveniences and obstacles to test our faith and to grow it, and also to improve us in the ways in which He wants us to improve, to make us the people He planned us to be. He wants us to be strong, He wants us to be righteous, He wants us to be happy in Him, and He definitely doesn't want us to complain. In fact, according to his discourses, Epictetus himself said that God is the one who sends us our opponents, as if we were wrestlers. He didn't believe in the Christian God, but I think it's something we can apply to our faith in Jesus. God sends us these battles, so that we can fight for Christ's glory. Amen. And to everyone watching this, when preparing for this video, I was mainly trying to look at my experiences as something that improves my mental toughness and my discipline. But what we both can and should also do is that treat your inconveniences as a way to improve your emotional maturity. It's an occasion to train your emotional awareness, or to train how you actually apply Stoicism when life actually requires it. It's easy to talk about philosophy or things like emotional control, but only through applying it in real life we actually train ourselves in it effectively. When it comes to Stoicism, here's a video that explains in depth what you should care about and what you shouldn't care about in life. It's a real game changer when it comes to how you look at life. Thanks for your time. Growth is our duty. Bye.